What's up everybody? Welcome to the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan, and if you're new here, thank you for joining me, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Today on the table, I have the Zingyou S2 wireless microphone system. This is a dual handheld PA professional type microphone system that you can grab on Amazon for a pretty good deal. And in this video, I'm gonna do a live unboxing of this product for the first time and compare it to past budget, affordable dual microphone systems that I've reviewed on this channel. And I'll let you know whether or not I think it's worth picking one up for yourselves. I'll also show you everything that comes in the box and do a quick setup and sound check for you, and then give you some of my final thoughts. Now, if you're not already, consider becoming a subscriber. It helps the channel grow, but we won't waste any more time talking about that. Let's dive into taking a look at the Zingyou S2 wireless mic system. Okay, so wireless mic systems are super common on Amazon. You know, we know all the big name American companies that are the players in the DJ market, but if you're just starting out, there are a lot of affordable options that honestly will function really well. I did a review clear back at the beginning of my channel on I think it was a GTD microphone, and it functioned as my main microphone system for my DJ business for 2 years, hundreds of events, no issues at all. So not all microphones can match up to that, but there are a lot of good budget options for someone that's just starting out. So this Zingyou system is super compact, as you can tell. It's not a full rack sized system. This is more of a tabletop unit, and let's just open this up and take a look at what comes in here. Now, like I said, I don't really have any of the info about the product yet. I have the user manual right here. I'm guessing this is a UHF microphone, ultra high frequency, as those seem to be the most common. Let's see what this manual shows me. It's got 50 to 16 kilohertz frequency response range, sensitivity negative 52 dB, plus or minus 1.5. It's a dynamic unidirectional microphone, so it's just going to pick up what's directly in front of it. A 96 dB sound to noise ratio, and I'm really not seeing any info on whether or not this is UHF, but I'm just going to go ahead and guess that it is. As we set this up, it's probably going to tell us. Now, this comes, from a Chinese company on Amazon, so sometimes these details are a little sparse, and I'm not really seeing it. So I'm going to operate under that assumption, but it could be VHF, I guess. But most microphone systems, this format, are going to be UHF. So here is, inside the box, you've got this receiver right here, as well as a cable off to the right. They do include just a tip sleeve 1/4 inch jack here, which I'll show you where that goes in just a moment. They also include the unit itself. Now, first impressions, pulling this out of the box, it feels extremely solid. This is a metal body. Looks like it's got kind of a plastic faceplate right here, and it's got some heft to it. I've picked up some microphone receivers that are extremely lightweight, and this is not one of them. This has a little bit of some weight to it. Two quarter wavelength antennas here on the back is what I'm going to guess those are. You've got a balance A, balance B out, so an individual XLR for each if you want to run them separately, or you have the mix output in the center. You've also got your DC input right there for the power. Around the front, you have individual volume knobs for each channel, as well as a power button. We can peel off the front faceplate there. That's always a satisfying thing. And then we have a display here, and now we get our answer: UHF wireless microphone. So this is UHF. I don't have any clue as to what the frequency band is. Let me just take a quick skim here. I did not see it in the manual. This is not much of a manual. It's more like a quick start guide, but this is all I'm seeing in here. They've got like a color picture diagram on how to set this up, but let's see. No UHF frequencies in there. So who knows if this is technically legal to operate in my area. You have to take that gamble for yourself. Now, every area has certain frequency bands that are allowed in it. In the US, gosh, it's changed because some cell carriers have bought up bandwidth. I think you have to be in the 500s now, certain areas of the 500 megahertz band. But put that aside, let's just talk about the unit itself. Now, underneath, you've got the handheld microphone units, as well as you got a couple wind screens here. They also include a couple of these rubber they're not holsters, but they slide onto the microphone body to prevent it from rolling off a table. Those are super handy to have. They also include, there's your DC power right there. And then the microphones themselves, Okay, so here's the microphone themselves. Not the heftiest that I felt, but does feel like a metal body here, plastic bottom cap, and then, you know, pretty standard grill setup there. There is a single power button on the front, and if we screw this off, there is space for 2 AA batteries right there. So pretty standard. This has B listed, so the other mic must be A, and there's a little button above it that says high low. I'm gonna guess that's for the gain of the microphone, whether or not it's more sensitive or less sensitive, but we'll experiment with that in just a second. Now, I'm not seeing any batteries included in here, so that means I've got to supply my own. So I'm gonna go grab some of those and be right back. Okay, so I just ran to the kitchen and grabbed a couple AA batteries. While I'm putting this in, I'm gonna read you a few specs off the Amazon listing. I was just curious about this system, and I can't find any mention of what UHF frequency band these microphones operate in. Now, the problem with that is like I said, not every band is legal to operate in, and some companies, you know, they don't publish that info, and I highly doubt people are going to get caught, but you know, you could get a lot of interference if you're not operating in the correct, you know, designated band for wireless microphones. So something to keep in mind with this. It does say on this listing 196 feet of transmission distance, which sounds about right. I would never go over 150 feet with one of these basic systems. You know, you don't want to push it, especially if it's like a high stakes type of event. But you know, from your DJ booth to the transmitter, walking out on the dance floor, that shouldn't be a problem. Just don't try and do a wedding ceremony across the giant field with a setup like this. Now, microphone's got batteries in it. I'm gonna hit the power button and hold that. It pulls up and it says channel B. It says channel 2 and CHB. It also gives me a battery reading as well as a signal strength meter, which is nice to see. Some displays don't really have much info. Now, if I click that a single time, nothing on the display is changing. If I hold it, the microphone turns back off. So it does say it has 22 channels, at least it's on channel 22, but I don't see a way to change that channel unless it is that high-low button that we saw before. So I'm gonna unscrew this and hit the high-low. Okay, so hitting the high-low button, it's not gain, I'm wrong. As I click this button, it starts to go through different channels. Okay, so I'm on channel 27, 8, 9, 30, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so this has channels 16 through 30. The other mic A must have 1 through 15. So it is nice that you can change channels if you have interference. You know, you can switch to something better. I'm gonna put this back on 16, okay? I don't see a sync on here for syncing up with the receiver, so I don't know if it automatically does that, if it's within a short distance. We'll see right now. Let's plug this sucker in. There's the DC power. We'll plug this into our outlet here. Okay, hit the power button. Maybe I gotta hold it. There it is. Okay, so it's booting up right now. Okay, there's our display. Okay, and on the display we've got channel. Okay, so it automatically picked up mic B. It says CH16, channel 16. It's got the strength. And check. Okay, and it is picking up my voice. You can see the AF meter bouncing up and down, which is the microphone frequency. Now, if I change the channel on this mic, let's see what happens if I change it on here to channel 17. Okay, the receiver automatically changed. If I click it again, channel 18. Okay, so the receiver detects the microphone and automatically changes the channel. So that's super nice. Check. So let's plug it into the speaker. I've got my American Audio APX CS8 column right here, just on the shortest mode. You can check out my review of that on the channel a couple videos back. It's an awesome, super affordable column array system. Let me plug this into the mix output, and then we'll put this into the mic input of the APX CS8. While that's powering up, I will show you, this is that rubber ring. You just slide this up here. You can move it all the way up to the top. I'm just gonna put it right there for now. But if you set this on a table, it prevents it from rolling away. So that's a super handy thing that they include. Those came out a few years ago. DJ started putting them on their mics, and the fact that they include some is pretty cool. Okay, so now my speaker's powered on. I'm just gonna put the volume for the mic itself on half and then start bringing up the channel volume on the speaker. Check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. Okay, Okay, that's good. So that's about 75% on the speaker and 50 on here. I'm gonna bump this up to 75 on the receiver. And you know, I don't know if this is coming through. I'll kind of aim the lapel mic over there, maybe hold it away from me so you can kind of hear more of the speaker, but that sounds phenomenal. The audio is super clear. It's very full range. It's definitely getting the lower tones of my voice, which is something these cheap microphones often struggle with. You know, as expected, there's some handling noise on the body. You can hear my ring hitting the case of the microphone, but handling noise is just expected in mics of this quality. Okay, so you can see there when you go off access, it definitely only picks up directly on access. So you're not going to get any sound through the side or the back. You want to be right on top of it, and you know, regular mic distance, a couple inches away from the receipt or the transducer right here. So hopefully you're getting kind of an idea of how this mic sounds. Again, that sounds phenomenal as far as the audio quality, no issues there. And if I don't talk, there's no noise floor. I'm not hearing any white noise through it. So that's great. Just preliminarily right now, I'm gonna give this, you know, A+ as far as sound quality to cost ratio. That sounds phenomenal. Other pros of this unit, you know, the metal body feels great. And the channel switching, 15 channels per microphone is great. So big pluses there. Downsides being that we don't know what UHF frequency range this is in. I'm gonna put this mic back on 1 second. Okay, so downsides being we don't know what frequency range this system is in. If I click this once, okay, so there's no mute. So a single click does not mute this, so just keep that in mind. You can only turn it on or off by holding the power button. But all in all, you know, $100, it'll probably go on sale every once in a while, which most of these things do. I think this is a great pickup. It sounds just as good as any other microphone I've reviewed in the under $100 category. The fact that you get your anti-roll things, your windscreens, 2 units, no batteries, but whatever. I'm gonna give this the 2 thumbs up for me. If you wanna pick one of these up for yourself, go ahead, go down to the link in the description. You can buy through there, support the channel. I would love you for it. And if there's another budget microphone option that you like for your DJ business or other needs, let me know. Maybe I can get it for review on the channel and compare it to this one. But that's gonna be all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.